position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a... And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Volunteers offense comes onto the field first today. And the man leading the attack, George McIntyre. More than 300 yards passing and a couple of touchdowns last time out. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Right down the middle. Out wide left, it's Gregory. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Line gets set, first down. Right side, it's Gregory. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So, obviously, to do it on this stage will go a long way to determine whether this team gets in the playoff.
And the Volunteers will line up to punt it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. And here comes the junior running back. A 150-yard, 3-touchdown day while leading his team to victory in their last game. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Just smothered on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Turns it on in midfield. Off to the races to the right. He's at the 10. Finds the finish line for the touchdown. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. Deep in the end zone, it's Dodson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with his group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Vols will call on their punt team. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from their own 1. First up, they've got to avoid disaster. There he goes. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Hand it to the back. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw, it's Austin. Here comes the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
They were really starting to put a drive together. But after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And it's no good. Margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gordon. Oh, he's got some space. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Vols come to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload.
Caught, and he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Run in the red zone, it's Gordon. Maybe a crease. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A first down run on the doorstep. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Tennessee! Fitted in the window for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Offense in a bunch formation. To throw, it's Austin. Fires to the wideout. And they can't quite make the connection on the pass on the left side. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Caught. Turning it on. That'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Out wide right, it's Beckham. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Long way to go on second down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Throws for the tight end. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. Pulls it in. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Tempo and overdrive.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him.
Makes the grab in their space. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from Pater. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. Going to the run, it's 4. And they're in for a touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was Pater.
And he makes the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Sells the run, looking to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Breaks into the open. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now, because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that in the moment.
Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Volunteers. A great catch and run for 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He'll go out of bounds at the 39. Good return, and the offense could certainly do a lot worse than this for starting field position. And now this offense will take the field again. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Sets his feet. It's Austin. Caught. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. They'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Caught. Hauls it in and runs into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Dodson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Snap on first down, wants to throw. They're all over him. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
So the offense accepts a penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. All over him immediately. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Drops back on first down. Throws to the wideout. Fires left side, it's Smith. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Austin. Lets it fly. Across the 25, he's got room. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. One more snap coming before halftime. Fresh set of downs going up top. They'll run the screen. At the 40, there he goes. Open field on the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. The Volunteers will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Hey, guys, I can tell you that the home team coach told me at the half he is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. No one's going to get him. Touchdown. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
He'll bring it out. It's Webb. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Wants to throw on first. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. There he goes. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40. Finally stopped at the 39.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here. Taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jackson. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown ball. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Coming out with it, it's Bishop. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey, guys, here on the home team sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now. We'll see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Back to you guys.
Okay, Holly. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Got his man on the right. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They got it blocked just just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking downfield, it's Austin. He's got the back in the middle. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Fresh center downs going to the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Sells to Ron, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Right down the middle. He's at the 30. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. And the ball's in the hurry-up. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Quick give. It's Gordon. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. College football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Pass to 6. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Breaks the tackle. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. open the final period with a third down play. Back to throw, it's Austin. Escapes the pressure going right. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And I like the aggressiveness.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snaps it, and he has to have it. At midfield, he's got room. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Trying to run, it's Ford. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to go up top on second down. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
Yeah, and you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
On second and goal, they go right back to it. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Unloads to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Second and long here. He wants to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on third and long. He'll get rid of it. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped on fourth down. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab. Got the conversion and still going. He's into the open down the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. In the red area, it's Gordon. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
On second and goal, he carries again. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
They'll run it on third and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Trying to pound it in. He is denied. Stopped just short of the goal line. Pushed his way to the 1 and could go no further, and they'll turn it over on downs. try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's loose at the 15. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. Timeout on the field. 2:03 remaining. The defense trying to manipulate that clock and maximize the time with the 2-minute timeout coming up. He's past the marker. Turning it on. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. All the way in for the touchdown. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Drops back on first down. Right side, it's Smith. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Quarterback's treating this like a free play. Holds on, it's Jackson. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Sometimes you'll hear guys derisively say, well, he just piles up numbers. When the number gets close to 450, that's worth doing.
And that's why they throw it as much as they do, because they've got a difference maker playing the quarterback position. He gives them a chance to be explosive and light up the scoreboard.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. Looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Power ahead. Into the end zone for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
Breaks into the open. And he'll take it in for a touchdown. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Under pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And it's going to be a safety, and that is quite a way to finish this game off. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. They'll take the penalty and move them back. He's loose on the left. The 30. Running inside the 20. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game,